Welcome everybody on all social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Welcome to Pilot Mound Hockey Television here on Amateur Sports TV, your source for amateur sports. Quite a foggy day outside. Thankfully the fog has not joined us indoors here at Blackjack Stewart Arena. Good morning, my name is Theo Tutkaluk, providing you with the play-by-play and the commentary of such for this morning's game 1 of 2 on a beautiful Saturday All-Star weekend between the International Hockey Academy, wearing the blue and red and white to my right on the camera side, facing the hometown Pilot Mound Buffaloes, wearing their home white jerseys, looking forward to continuing their winning streak here in the CSSHL. They are so far a 2-0 in the month of January. 2020 has seen the Buffalo travel quite extensively, playing a couple of home games early in January, and then playing in an NAHL showcase down in Blaine, Minnesota the previous weekend, where they faced some stiff competition and some injuries have been battling the Buffalo, but they seem to be quite healthy. A couple of injuries we will talk to in the intermission. Puck is ready to be dropped by head linesman Carson McConnell. For all our viewers, and the puck is dropped, and here we go with the puck down towards IHA. IHA from Calgary, Alberta, or just outside Calgary. They decided to bring the bus on a 14 to 16 hour drive depending on the weather, but they made it here safe and sound for these 3 games this weekend. As mentioned, 2 on Saturday today, this morning, and tonight will be 7 o'clock, and then tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Ewart takes a shot on directly onto the keeper. Save made by Ethan Fechter, who is the starting goaltender for the IHA. Another direction, quickly steered away by the stick of Fechter. Pilot Mound with the puck down low, looking to center. It was Bear. Bear lost it off his stick to Taran, and Elder working down low. The big 3 stalwarts for the Buffalo. Ewart able to get it to the far corner where Bear is able to achieve it. Quickly gets challenged there. Elder gets the loose puck, goes back to the D to Bull. Gets it back into the corner. In the corner for the back to Ewart. Ewart at the point gets a shot deflected off the glass to the far boards. IHA getting pinned in here by the Buffalo, doing a very good job by the forwards, keeping the puck down low. Fechter stops it there behind the net, able to get an outlet pass up to IHA. We're able to get into the Blues just over the blue line, where it gets intercepted by the Buffalo and brought up into the neutral zone. Falkovich tips it in. Be no icing on the call as he's first to the puck. Dan Kroon and Falkovich going at it below the crease. Gets tripped up there is Holland. Paul Falkovich in front. Can't get a shot off. Gets the puck loose again as Falkovich grabs it on the close boards. Gets it back to the point to Larkins. Jason Larkins from Winnipeg just unable to keep it in. Gets it to Falkovich quickly onto the close boards here. Goes rink wide to Paul. Shout out to Ashton Paul. Your parents are watching in the pod. They're telling you skate hard and played hard today. Hopefully he has a good game. Hopefully all the Buffaloes have a good game. Paul gets it over to McDonald. McDonald and Paul working 2-by-1. Down low. Gets a drop pass. Skates out in front. Deflected away from Fechter. Puck is kept in by the defenseman Laughlin, who's new to the team. Hopefully get a profile on him later on as the day transpires. Laughlin fighting with the loose puck. IHA having some issues down low here. Cale O'Rourke battling down there with 2 other Pilot Mound players. We do apologize for the sight line here. We're unable to get down the far boards, but we will keep you in touch with what's happening. Puck goes down all the way, and it will be an icing call here with 17-13 remaining in that first period. Head-to-head, the IHA program hasn't yet to win a game against Pilot Mound. Pilot Mound has got the 2 victories on the season with a +9 goal differential in those 2 games. That does not say to let your guard down by any means. IHA has been playing fairly well of recent months. They hold a record of 4-13. Saved there by Fechter on a seeing eye shot from the point by Isaac Carrick. It is down low. McDonald gets it off the boards. Tries to get it in front, gets it in front, and a goal! A great turnaround shot by McDonald. Beats Fector on the glove side on the ice, and we have our first marker of the morning. McDonald able to get that first one. Coffin and Delp working down low with them, and there was the shot from Isaac Herrick on the point that kept the puck remaining in the zone. And Fector had to be stalled on that first shot. McDonald able to skate out of the corner and have a turnaround shot right along the ice, and we have a 1-0 game. Face-off is won by Tatarin. Brett Tatarin, one of the leading goal scorers, point scorers for this Buffalo team. Wherever Tatarin's scoring points, usually you'll find Bear and Elder right beside him, as these three players have played most of this season together. Lark is just unable to keep it in. It was a good look by Tatarin. Just snuck outside the blue line. Pass intercepted there by Furlong. Furlong skates in, gets a shot on Jordy McGinnis, who faces his first shot of the morning. Takes it right in the middle of the chest and holds on for a whistle. The interesting thing about the three goaltenders we have for the Buffalo is all three of them have played almost equal amount of games, where they've played between 12 and 13 apiece. Jordy McGinnis, the player who's the goaltender that's been here since last year, has been, if you could call it the number one goaltender, you could. But as mentioned, they all play roughly the same amount of time. McGinnis gets the start this morning. McKee working down low. He's got Paul in front, just unable to get it to the stick. Falkovich playing on the wing there with the boys. No icing here on the call as Kuhn skates in, loses the race to Paul. Paul throws it behind the net to Falkovich. Falkovich is going to have to put his body on the boards as he does. Gets the puck to Uric. Uric gets it right on Fector, and it's steered aside to the closed boards. Back to Tynan Uric on the point. Skates off the blue line, gets it to McKee. McKee takes a shot. Just whistles it over the crossbar. Off the mark by a couple of inches. Back to the point it goes. And there is Fector with the glove hand. And he holds on for a whistle. Get some fresh tires, some fresh gas of both teams. Get a face-off to the right of Ethan Fector, who hails from Meadow Lake, Saskatchewan. He's been the busier of the two netminders in this first 5 minutes of hockey. Face-off is won by IHA, and it's the return feed to the far boards, gets to the blue line, none further. It's thrown back in by the Buffalo. Charlie Robertson grabs the loose puck, pulls a reverse, gets just by McDonald, the goal scorer. But there's Kalujic and McDonald working down low, trying to keep it in the zone. It gets outside the blue line. Tozer, able to get it into the zone. Kalujic has to be quick on the loose puck in his first to it. He loses it there to Tozer. Gets a little bit of help from his defense partner in Coffin. And it's skate up to the blue line and sent into the zone by Eli Delp. Delp gets it to McDonald. McDonald tries to move around, but Robertson gets the loose puck. It comes up the boards, and IHA is able to regroup and get out of the zone with ease. Matt Mansfield on the loose puck. Gets it up to the close boards, get off the wall, but he's intercepted there by Bear. Bear does a quick turnaround looking for some open ice. Gets into the neutral zone, dumps it into the far boards. Will be a chase for the loose puck. Mackinac with the loose puck behind the goal line, moves behind Fector. Gets an outlet pass up to the center ice, and here they come. Mackinac gets a shot and misses the player in front on the pass. Was the winger. Tatarin throws it in, goes for a line change. There is Elder and Bear sticking out there, trying to lay the forecheck as McKee comes in for the replacement. Unable to intercept that pass. It goes off the boards. Groves gets loose, and there it is, a great inside-out move by the IHA and a goal right through the wickets. And they've tied the game up 1 apiece. The great outlet pass off the boards and the extra speed used by the IHA forward, the assistant captain, McDonald. Nathan McDonald going from the backhand to the forehand. Really wasn't troubled much by the defense. It's an easy path to get to the front of Jordy McGinnis to tie the game up here at 1. We'd like to thank Timo Aggregates Excavating, Construction, and Hauling for today's period game sponsor. And a great sponsor they are for the Pilot Mound Buffalo program here in Pilot Mound, Manitoba. Looking for a Tynan unable to get the pass to a forward. Uritt loses it to the center ice. He gets it back, throws it up to Paul. Paul gets it in. Have numbers here is the Buffalo. Falkovich unable to get it across to Tynan Uritt. A great job by the defense to intercept that pass. Uritt gets it on the close boards here. Getting it up to the boards, up to McKee. McKee keeps it in, throws it to Uritt. Uritt goes across the blue line, gets a shot off, unable to hit the net as it sails wide on Fector. Comes right to McKee. McKee keeps it in, and it gets outside the blue line on the deflection. Laughlin throwing it up to McKee. McKee sneaks it to the blue line and none further. Gets it across to Ashton Paul. Ashton Paul with the shot, and an easy save there made by the netminder Ethan Fector. 12:44 remaining here in the first period. We have a 1-1 hockey game as both netminders have started to see a little more rubber sent their way. Fector, who faced 9 shots thus far, stopping all but one. Puck comes through the neutral zone, and Coffin has to retrieve it. Goes behind the net, waits, able to get an outlet pass. It's thrown right in front of the neutral. He just gets intercepted and sent wide out to the front of the net. It comes, and it's deflected away by the defense. McDonald gets the pass, gets a shot off. Fector doesn't know where it is, but there he is, finally finding it under the paddle and stopping it for a whistle. Face-off will come to the glove side of Fector as we get fresh lines out for both squads. Tatarin working on where he wants his players positioned on this face-off draw. He wins the face-off to Bear. Bear gets it back to the point, but Larkins has Furlong on him right away. It's a 2-on-1 that gets sent across. McDonald is unable to get his stick on the pass coming across the zone. Comes to the close boards here where Furlong and McDonald working on it. Furlong gets the pass, just can't keep it on his stick. Elder able to intercept the pass, throws it to Bear. Bear throws it to the boards, gets a potential 2-on-1, throws it across, it gets deflected by the forward. Here comes IHA the other way with Groves. Groves throws it into the zone. Larkins, Tatarin, and there is Elder with the great stick to intercept that pass. There was a wide open winger on the far end there. Bear skates up by himself, lets the slap shot go just over the crossbar, as Fector might have gotten a piece of that. Puck gets sent off the glass. O'Rourke just unable to gather the handle on that. Uritt goes cross ice to his defense partner, up to McKee. McKee's got Paul, takes the shot, and it just sails wide of the glove hand. Tynan Uritt unable to keep it in. O'Rourke steals it from him. Gets sent into Buffalo territory, and McGinnis will cover it for another stoppage. Realizing that his team probably needed a little bit of a change, get some fresh legs out there. Jordy's been fairly consistent all year with a phenomenal .969 save percentage in the regular season play. That probably includes the numbers from some of the exhibition games as well. But Jordy McGinnis having a fantastic year in his second year. Shot just off mark as it sails wide of the blocker. There is Falkovich, gets it across to Paul. Paul's using his wheels. Skates in, gets it up front, and there it is, just steered wide by Falkovich, unable to get it on net. Falkovich laying a little bit of body there, kept in the zone. Oh, they said it did come out, so we will have a face-off, an offside call against Pilot Mound. Kalujic just unable to keep it in the zone for the Buffalo, so we'll have a stoppage in play. Almost halfway through the first period. A good speed, a good test for both squads. We're seeing a little more open ice for IHA through the neutral zone, but they just haven't been getting as many shots on Jordy McGinnis, and I'm pretty sure the coaching staff of the Buffalo are okay with that. Uritt looking for the headman pass, goes right up, gets a pass across, shot, and it's deflected wide. into the far corner. It has it. It's Pilot Mound. McDonald, tries to send it right in front where the back door was there. It was intercepted by IHA. Puck comes outside the blue line where Ewert takes control, gets across the blue line, uses some speed, dishes it off to McDonald. McDonald makes a move, gets a shot off, and it gets deflected wide of Fector. Didn't have to make the save as it was deflected before it got to him. IHA looking for some open ice, and they find it. Gets it up to McDonald, their goal scorer. Sizing him up was Bell. But it looks like we're going to get a penalty. Carson McConnell using his second set of eyes on that call. 2 minutes for kneeing. I guess he might have stuck it out as he was coming across the center ice, catching McDonald with his head down. But this will be our first power play for the International Hockey Academy. See what kind of setup they have and whether or not Pilot Mound is able to hold off this 2-minute disadvantage. Face-off is won and Larkins gets it, but unable to get a lot of wood on it. It only gets to the boards and to the post, and that's none further. It gets sent right in front. McGinnis will stop it, and we'll have a whistle. Just 10 seconds gone. Face-off to the left of Jordy McGinnis. Face-off is won by Tatarin. And again, once not able to get enough wood on it to clear the zone, it's kept in by IHA. Sent right across to McDonald. McDonald's able to hold on to it. Schuzel with the shot, deflected in front. Saves made by McGinnis. And it's steered aside. Furlong skates along the blue line. Gives it over to McDonald. McDonald with the shot, and that's blocked by Ewert. McGinnis not having to make a save there. It's kept in by McDonald. McDonald goes down to the circle. Shot in front, deflected. And there it is, a great goal on the interception and the pass that was broken up. Jordy McGinnis just out of position, and 2 IHA players were able to get there before a defenseman, and they've taken the lead on a power play goal. They are 1 for 1 on the power play, as number 27, Logan Furlong, will get credit for that goal. The pass was intercepted partially by putting a couple of sticks on it, and Jordy McGinnis was just out of position and unable to hold on to that puck that was loose in the crease. So as mentioned, IHA scoring on their first power play chance, and they've taken the lead 2-1. Puck is kept in for a brief second. McKee gets it up to Falkovich. Falkovich just has a bit of a problem with the puck there along the blue line. Larkins goes cross ice to Ewert. Ewert drops it for Paul. Paul loses it in the top of the circles. Regains it into the neutral zone. Goes back to Larkins. Larkins across to Ewert. Falkovich gives him a hand. Goes back to the defenseman to set up a breakout here. Paul sends it down low. Just unable to find McKee on the back post. Gets sent to the defense. Back to McKee. McKee tries to throw it down low. Unable to get it down there. And it comes out to the neutral zone, where Bull will send it down deep. Fector tries to stop it. Unable to get to it. Elder first to the loose puck for the Herd. Tatarin and Barrett working on the forecheck, putting some extra pressure as Laughlin's able to get the loose puck. Comes to Elder. Loses it here in the neutral zone. Sent cross ice to Tatarin. Intercepts that pass. Gets it to the defense. Sends it rink wide to Bear. Just unable to keep it on its stick. It was Bear. Bear sends it in front. Elder playing around with it. One too many stick handles. Goes across the shot. Deflected there by Watani. It's sent down deep again. IHA desperately trying to get out of the zone. It's kept in. Down low it goes to Bear. Bear circles the point. Looks up to the point. Doesn't throw it. Tatarin's wide open. And he doesn't stop it. Instead he tries the one-timer and fans on the shot. We'll get an icing call here with 6:42 left in the first period. 2-1 is your score in favor of International Hockey Academy. They've been very fortunate as their goaltender, number 33, Ethan Fector, has kept him in majority of this game thus far. More shots have been thrown to the Pilot Mound netminder over the last 5 minutes, but tides may change. Deflected wide. Rebound is there, and it's covered up and held. Face-off is to the right of the IHA netminder. Have to apologize to everybody watching from Alberta. It's actually Josh Robbins in net, not Ethan. So maybe we'll see Ethan later on this week, but Josh is playing in net right now for IHA. I do apologize for that. 8s were looking like 3s. Puck gets sent in. There'll be no icing on the call. It was deflected by the player on the other side of center ice. Deflected in front, over the net it goes. Pilot Mound looking to get out of the zone, and they are successful in doing so. McDonald gets it into the zone. He gets hooked up a little bit, slowed down. IHA able to retrieve the loose puck, trying to break out. They put the brakes on. Gets it up to the red line and none farther. And there is McKee working by himself. Not a lot of support there for the forward as the players are coming off for a change. 5:30 left here in the first. There is McKee with the loose puck. Falkovich gets the shot off. Save there made by Robbins. Rebound, and it's loose. Behind the net is McKee. There is Kalujic getting on the loose puck. Unable to get, Matheson getting to the loose puck. McKee and Falkovich working with them as the forward group thus far for the Herd. Falkovich gets it to his defense partner, looking cross ice, but nothing was open. McKee using his speed to get wide. Gets a little help from his winger, Falkovich. Intercepted there by the number 10. Gets bodied, good body check there by IHA. Gets to Ewart on the point. Rebound deflected wide by Robbins, the netminder. Arthurson. Tatarin loses the loose puck. There is Bull playing the body. Mansfield having to change his direction a little bit on the play. Putting on the forecheck. There is Ewart using his good strong skating up to Elder. Elder goes wide, puts the brakes on and gets taken off the puck. Up to Watani. Watani gets it to Tatarin. Tatarin goes rink wide. And we're seeing a little bit of selfish play here by the Buffalo as they're not passing the puck properly and efficiently. Coach Rick might have a couple of answers for the boys during the period intermission. Nonetheless, here is Kroon. Kroon skating up, getting it inside the zone. Dodged a check by Coffin. Larkins gets it over to Tatarin. Tatarin able to find that outlet pass to Bear. Bear's skating up, throws it in deep. First to the loose puck. Bit of a body work there with the IHA defenseman. Gets it back to the point. Quick shot on. Deflected, it's open in front. And we're going to see a penalty as a penalty is being called by the head official. Looks like it's going against Pilot Mound once again. 2 minutes for slashing as Bear is going to go off for 2 minutes or less. That is the reason why the play was whistled down so quickly, as the defenseman had the puck and the shot would have been negated if it went in. So with 3:21 left here in the first, we will see our second power play for IHA. They were successful in their first, grabbing the loose puck in the crease and scoring that goal, putting them ahead 2-1. IHA entering the zone. Tozer throws it in. Down below the goal line is Furlong. Furlong gets it up front. McGinnis with a good blocker save. And it is cleared away by Falkovich, and down the ice it goes. Falkovich and McKee, 2/3 of the 10-11-12 line. Their counterpart is unavailable today with an injury. We'll get to that momentarily. Furlong goes inside out on Ewart. Able to get in, gets a pass back. Rebound is there, and it's gobbled up by Jordy McGinnis with 1:16 left in the first part of this power play. Number 11, Keelan Holland, out with an injury. He is the third of that line that's missing. As we've mentioned earlier in the broadcast, there has been some injury issues here over the month, and hopefully this team can get healthy right up before playoff time. They sit with a 14-3 record in CSSHL action, and that is atop their division. IHA 4 wins, 13 losses, looking for that first win here in 2020. But they've only played one game in January, so we can't really say that they've had a rough January. They just had one game. 50 seconds left now in the power play for IHA. Get the puck up to the neutral zone, and it's chased there by Larkins. Larkins and Kalujic put it up. Elder just unable to get it by Mackinac. Mackinac, a good stick there on Elder. So they're able to hold on to possession. Jernow sends it in deep. Hoffman is first to it, using his speed, trying to hold the puck below the goal line. He's challenged there by two IHA players. Comes back to the point. Dickey gets it down low. In front it comes. Jernow just unable to get a pass to the defenseman, and Elder goes off for a change. Eli Delp comes on. Delp and Tatarin just about. The power play is set to expire. 1 for 2 are both the power play and the penalty kill for both squads. Brett Tatarin throws it into Bear. Bear's able to get it, throws it blindly into the front of the net, and it's intercepted by Watani. Loose puck is there. Shot comes on to McGinnis, and he makes the stop with just over a minute to play here in the first. We've seen the play change. The sway of the play has changed here recently. It's more of an even belt between both squads. Pilot Mound came out of the gates a lot faster than normal. That's something that Coach Rick McConnell has asked in his first period. They tend to be a slower team out of the gates, but they had a pretty great start so far, having the lead. Now they've given up 2 goals to fall behind 2-1. They look to regroup here behind the net as McGinnis is able to stop it. Dangerously in front of the net comes the Pilot Mound defense over to Uritt. Uritt sends it cross ice. They thought Bear was going to be offside, but he wasn't. Bear loses the puck at the blue line, and it gets sent past the defenseman. Just enough masse that it won't be an icing call. Bull gets to it with 20 seconds left on the clock. Gets it up to Tatarin. Tatarin uses his wheels, sneaks by one defenseman. Paul gets it. Gets body checked there by the defense of IHA. Good stand-up body check as the players set to finish this period. Furlong, quick turn, and he waits for the time to expire. After 20 minutes are in the books. It's a 2-1 hockey game for IHA. And we will get a flood here, and we'll get a break. We'll get a grouping, a study time for both coaches, what they liked, what they didn't like, what they have to fix. After 20, with a 2-1 game, IHA over Pilot Mound. Be nice and quiet, perhaps, because we have a brand new electric Zamboni here in the Blackjack Stewart Arena. It's all black, ready to attack the ice. I got a little bit of insight over this little black box or black triangle on the glass there. It actually tells how much ice and how much water is proportionate on the surface. So it coordinates and it talks to the Zamboni, which is pretty impressive. Nonetheless, this black Zamboni is going to tell us exactly what's going to happen on the ice, and it's going to shave it with perfection and ease. You still need a driver, thankfully, because unless we got robots working at Zamboni, might be some ice technicians out of employment here in recent years. But nonetheless, 2-1. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back with second period action here on Pilot Mound, Hockey Television Network, and Amateur Sports TV, your source for amateur sports.
At Collins Hotel, we have you and your family's comfort in mind. Relax in one of our 16 suites featuring king or queen size beds and 36-inch TVs. Suites also include a mini fridge and other kitchen appliances to make your stay as comfortable as possible. During your stay in Pilot Mound, visit Weiser's Restaurant, our attached family-friendly restaurant and bar. It is the perfect location to host group meals, dine with the family, or unwind after a hockey game. Come in and meet our friendly staff offering daily specials on food and drinks, wing night Wednesdays, buffet Fridays, and multiple TVs to watch the game. Weiser's is the place to be. Collins
mic, I guess, eh? Second period action. Hockey Academy. The puck is being dropped here for the second. And we are underway. Action. My name is Theo Tutkaluk. Thanks for joining us here on the Pilot Mound Hockey Television Network and Amateur Sports TV, your source for amateur sports. Joining me in the second period, I don't have to talk all the time. Gordy Tumbleson's coming to say hi to me. Hi, Gordy. How are you this morning?
Hey, Theo. I'm just great. It's great to be here.
I would have thought you would have been in Portage la Prairie, but you said, you know what, you've seen the girls team enough. It's time to watch the boys play. 3 important games this weekend. What is it like playing a team 3 hours and 3 times in less than 24 hours?
Well, the players certainly get to know each other. There's no question about that. You know what they're going to do, and you just have to be better at what you do than they are at what they do. So that's really the crux of it. Nothing special. The only difference is you'll see 2 different goalies, or in our case, you'll see 3 different goalies, which is why I'm staking around in Pilot Mound and not going to Portage. But it's I want to see our boys play. It's to be my last chance to see them live before the playoffs at the beginning of March.
This is their last home weekend before they spend a couple of weekends on the road in February. Tell me what it's like been rotating 3 goaltenders for this male varsity team.
Well, it's really hard on the kids. It's certainly hard on the coaches because all 3 players want to play more, and they don't. But the players certainly want to play a normal every second game, and they don't get to do that, unfortunately. So they're just sometimes betwixt and between. It's not the best arrangement, but in some cases, when you've got injuries, as we did last year, we were lucky to have 3 goalies, and because one guy was out for more than half the season.
There's a pro and a con to every situation, of course. And I guess one pro would be having all 3 netminders seeing several different styles of play versus having just a number 1 set that's playing 80% of the games. Having that said, Jordy McGinnis, he's been the stalwart, he's been the goaltender from last year. He's been kind of that leader for the 3 of them. How well has his game progressed this year in your eyes?
Wow, actually he's been proved, I guess if you had 100% on the ratio, he'd be about 75%. He's came here last year with a certain style and a certain attitude towards the game, after a while, after about the first, in fact up to Christmas, he really hadn't changed very much. And then, but we were working on some changes, and he accepted them, I think, sort of as we got into the new year in 2019. And because he accepted the changes, he's absolutely just changed his whole game. He cuts the angle off. He's got a bigger body. He's in the right place at the right time. So there's lots of really nice stuff that he does that he just wasn't doing last year.
Puck just goes into the IHA bench there for our second whistle. 2.5 gone here in the second period. What have you seen in the first 20, Gordy, that surprises you from the IHA program? I mean, they're a team that only has 4 wins, but they're out battling in those one-on-one battles and giving Coach Rick a little bit of losing some hair, perhaps, in terms of his mental approach to this game, and he's wondering what is going on.
Well, they're trying hard, and they're better than they were 2 months ago. They've got a better team game. The players seem to know where to be, when to be there. Their skill level isn't great, but their compete level's way up high, and that's a credit to the coaching staff and the players who haven't won many games, but they've kept their poise, they've kept their attitude, and they're working hard, and they think they can win every game.
That first game out of 3, it's got to be a measuring stick to see, okay, you're a team that's traveling from Alberta. Travel legs have to be part of the equation in game 1, but you expect these 2 teams to really battle out in game 2, and then kind of a conclusion game in 3. How do you approach each game by game, or is it something you want to work on for game 2 and work on for game 3, etc.?
Well, if I'm coaching the hockey team, I'm working. Each game's different, because players are in different either mood or mode or whatever. Certainly IHA's come off a bust, but they're young guys. I mean, the legs shouldn't be more than 5 minutes, and that should be the warm up. That I think is just an excuse.
A lot different in our days, eh, Gordy?
Well, it seems like it was a long time, old time excuse, and maybe the buses went slower back then. I don't know, but at the end of the day, you're young guys. It's piss and vinegar. Give it all you got, and every game. From a head coaching standpoint, yeah, you might be doing something in the first game that you change up a little bit because their team's doing, Series X or Series Y. So, you just play it by ear. In fact, you adjust during the game. There's a nice long
pass to Elder.
Yeah.
Elder unable to get to a delayed penalty for IHA. Comes across to Isaac here. The shot on net deflected a couple times, and we get a quick whistle. Carson McConnell giving a hooking call here to one of the IHA players.
There's an example of an in-game adjustment. The other team has been sort of pressing and pushing down with their D, keeping the puck in our end. So we throw a guy out to the far blue line, and guess what? That loosens up the D now. They're not going to be so quick to stay in our zone. So, Coach Rick and Ernie have figured out that, okay, we'll counter this, and here we are.
First power play for the Buffalo as Tanner Truswell will be sent off for 2 minutes or less to the sin bin. Power play brought to you by TerraCore, one of our game day sponsors this fine morning. We'll talk about TerraCore, Timo. How have these sponsors helped out the program here in Pilot Mound and the community relationships that they've been able to build over the last year?
Well, certainly from the money standpoint, everything helps the team out. There's a lot of expenses and a lot of things that happen along the way. We have buses that break down, and your skate sharpening machine breaks down, and you need a new one. I mean, all kinds of things happen. So there's always those kind of things. But more importantly, it's just community spirit. It shows that people around the area are keen to support the team in whatever way they can, and players notice it. Certainly, the ownership notices it. And that's important, and we certainly hope the townspeople are aware of those kinds of things, and I'm sure they are.
Absolutely. Coffin letting a shot off, gets deflected there, just unable to get to the netminder in Robbins. Robbins is the larger of the two netminders. Does that play a vital role now in today's game? I mean, you just have to play big. You don't necessarily have to be big. You just got to play big, right?
Well, it helps to be big. I mean, if you're 6'2" or you're 5'6", it's a big difference. So 5'10", or Jordan McGinnis is, then it is a big difference at times. The smaller goalies are forced to be out further on top of the goal crease more often. A bigger body fills up more net. It's just a percentage. That's all there is to it. And goaltending is both a percentage, a game for the most part, and then some reflex and some luck. You take those three things and kind of combine them, and you've got your goalie guy.
Your goalie guy is how you put it, eh? So,
yeah.
Watching the All-Star competition last night, seeing the size of some of those guys in net. I mean, Jari was beside Binnington, and he looked like half the size of Binnington, and I was like, good gosh, how is this goalie so good? And then you see how agile and athletic he is in the pipes on those breakaways. And I was like, man, that reminds me of how players, goaltenders like Jordy McGinnis play, like moving great side to side, able to cover a lot of the net with one push, and doing great work off the ice as well to prove so.
Sure.
And,
with the kids, of course, they're just still growing and still gaining strength. So they're not as strong and as nubile as we'd like them to be necessarily.
Off the post, and it comes out back right away.
There you go.
And McGinnis is able to cover it up before any more harm.
Well, you don't have to stop those ones off the post.
No, they're helpers.
They don't count. So
no.
They don't even count as a save.
No, right out of the penalty box was Truzzle. And quickly on the play was Xavier Jenahau, who took that shot off the post, and thankfully it bounced right behind McGinnis, who was able to just bend over backwards and kind of cover it up.
He played that one perfectly. Came out, cut off the angle.
Just enough, that's right.
Didn't give the guy anything to shoot at.
Another rebound there just to the side, and there's McKee putting it up the boards. Shot on as McGinnis stands up on his feet and holds on to that one in the breadbasket and makes the save for a whistle.
Yeah, we like to joke when the puck hits the post. Well, why am I stopping those? They don't count as a
I
save.
left just enough room.
Yeah, that's
I
all
only
he
left
had.
them that much room, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You and Joe Daly would talk a lot about leaving just enough room, eh?
Yes, we would.
Yep.
Well, the goalie union is. We have a saying: just enough room.
The goalie union, there it is. Falkovich able to skate up and dump it in as they put on the chase. McKee's coming on the left. It's stopped there by Robbins. Gets over to Falkovich, intercepted, and unable to keep it on its stick was Ashton Paul. Ashton gets it to McKee. McKee loses it on the close wall. He comes up along the blue line. Lead pass up to O'Rourke off the skate. McGinnis in no man's land. Fish out of water. Gets it over to Ewert. Tynan Ewert. So steady with his play. I mean, watching him grow over the last 3 years, amazing.
Great.
And good luck for him next year too.
Absolutely. By the way, McGinnis' play behind the goals, we work on that all the time. It's to move the puck away from danger. He did it perfectly and ended up with a breakout and a shot on the other team's net.
It's like having a sixth player on there that can move the puck properly, right?
Yeah, put it to a
And
place
that's part of his game that's changed too, because last year he didn't move too much out of the net.
No.
He kind of stayed in the pipes and the crease, and that was pretty much him.
Well, the speed of the play and his unsureness on the play would keep a guy back in the net. When a guy gets some confidence and goes out there and does it a few times, messes up a few times, doesn't cost him a goal very often, then you get used to it and then you get good at it.
Does it help with the maturity of a netminder with age and just the the responsibility, knowing that he's able to be more confident with the puck in his own end?
Absolutely. It's all about playing, getting those opportunities, and again, that's where that third goalie gets in the way. You got 1/3 less opportunities to actually play games and experience those things. So it takes a bit longer and during the season to get in the mood and the mode.
That'll be a no icing call as the IHA player was looking to play the hit. It comes right to the close boards here. Tatarin looking for a pass. Out front it comes. And one extra pass too many was Larkins. Taking a shot on net perhaps there?
Oh,
of course.
take a shot. Could have come to the net from behind the goal line, but there's nobody there. My gosh.
We'll get an icing call. Gordy, I'm going to let you go on one more question. Who, in your day, had the hardest shot back in the day?
Well, I had the fortunate opportunity to play the Winnipeg Jets at the beginning of their WHA, and that was Bobby Hull. Didn't ever see one. Heard a lot of them banging off the glass and the net and whatnot, but never did actually see the puck when he shot it really hard.
Did Bobby ever tell you any secrets on how he got his stick so curved? Did you ever watch him put together his sticks?
No, actually, his sticks pretty much came that way.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. He didn't have to tinker very much.
He just tinkered with the height of it, and then bada bing, bada boom, it was in the net.
Well, what he did was he went to the golf shop and got the guys to make 9 irons for him, and it was a little bit easier that way.
Cutting in front of the net was McDonald looking for his second of the night. Just unable to get it past the blocker of Robbins. Shot sent wide by Coughlin, kept in by Laughlin. Laughlin takes a shot right into the catching mitt of Robbins. Number 5 for the Pilot Mound Buffalo, and the newest acquisition, Mason Laughlin from Wisconsin, Hudson, Wisconsin.
Yep.
He joined the team.
Yep.
Fitting in very well.
So far,
Okay.
looks like he's going to be a player. Yep.
We're going to talk later on between games, a bunch of the Pilot Mound administration, the crew, the glue that keeps this program running so well on finding players in the rough and having them invited and being a part of the program. So I look forward to talking to you more about what this program really encompasses here in Pilot Mound. So Gordy, thanks for joining me during the game. And I'll talk to you during game number 2 as well.
Perfect. Thanks, Theo.
Thanks, Gordy.
Good stuff, man.
All right, so my break from talking with somebody is now over. I'm going to get back to some play-by-play action here. 9:48 left here in the second period. I'd like to thank Gordy Tummelson for joining me during the game, talking about goaltending as well as what the program offers for its community here in Pilot Mound and its surrounding areas. Always a great discussion with Gordy and the stories he has. Save there by Robbins. Puck is into the far boards, comes back to Ewart. Ewart lets the shot go. Nice low shot. Save made by the keeper, who has really kept his team in at this second period. Isaac Herrick goes cross ice to McKee. Numbers for the Herd on the far boards. Shot deflected just wide of the glove hand. It's kept there by Paul. Paul takes a turnaround shot, and it's steered aside by the waffle of Robbins. It's funny, I don't know if Robbins has waffles, but Robbins is holding on to a pretty good waffle so far. The score still 2-1, very evenly matched second period so far. McDonald gets a pass, unable to keep it on the stick as Ewart intercepts it, looking to make an open ice pass. Instead, he elects to skate up with it to Paul. Paul dodged the check. Ewart gets the return, looking for some help. He skates in the middle, gets a shot off, and the rebound is steered aside by IHA. Ewart sends it down low for Tatarin. Tatarin and the head official are able to keep the puck in. He grabs a loose puck, sends it around the boards to Bull. Bull keeps it in, gets a shot sent wide. Bear has to work against Furlong, gets the puck off Furlong. Tatarin sends it back to Larkins. Larkins goes back to Tatarin, takes a shot off the shin pads of the defender. Squirts out to Elder. Elder back to Larkins, goes high off the glass behind the net. Big hit there as Bear gets the worst of the wear there as it gets sent down. No icing will be the call. Pilot Mound dangerously sending it through the middle of the ice, but Bear's able to grab it. He's one-on-one, uses his side, tries to get wide, and he gets steered away by Kroon. Very well done by the defender. Charlie Robertson able to use his body to keep Bear to the outside and not get a shot on his netminder. There is Bear, gets it up front to Tatarin. Tatarin just can't get the shot away. It's kept in there by the Buffalo, and now it escapes the zone. Shot deflected by Bull and kept to the outside. Bull able to get the rebound and steer it up to Bear. Bear almost running on empty here. Takes a shot, gets deflected, comes behind the net. In front it comes, and Robbins gets to the far post just in time to make the cover up on the quick shot to the near post and covers up for a stoppage in play. 6:43 is the time remaining in the second period. I'd like to thank you very much for joining us on all our social media platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, on the Pilot Mound Hockey TV Network and ASTV. Your source for amateur sports here, live at Blackjack Stewart Arena. I'm your play-by-play and color man, Theo Tutkalek. Thanks for joining me this morning. This is game 1 of 3 this weekend between these two teams. The Sunday game is a makeup from earlier in the year that was unable to be played due to weather. So these teams will play three times in the next 24 hours as we get an icing call here by IHA to be sent down, and the face-off will come to the right of the netminder, Josh Robbins. I wonder if Josh's favorite player was Eric Lindros since he's wearing the 88, but maybe we'll have a chance to ask him throughout the week. And face-off is won, but it comes outside the blue, and we'll get a delayed penalty here. Head contact is the call here. Kai Dickey gets the call. Normally it's not a call you see often, head contact, but nonetheless it's all about player safety. So the Pilot Mound Buffalo will go on the power play. They're 0 for 1 thus far. Not much being done on their first power play. A lot of perimeter passing, if you will, and not a lot of hard black shots coming from the center of the ice. The officials are convened here at center ice discussing this power play. They've clarified that with the IHA bench. Brett Tatarin, one of the leading scorers here for the Buffalo, hasn't found the score sheet today. McDonald has the lone goal for the Buffalo. Tatarin comes right in front with the pass, and it gets deflected and sent all the way down. And McGinnis will stop it below the goal line. The Buffalo looking to gain entry into the IHA zone quickly and set up this power play. Bull gets it to the red line, drops it at the blue line for Tatarin. It gets sent back to Bull. Bull gets it to Bear. Bear looking for some control, gets it across to Tynan Ewert. Ewert sends it to the half wall. Down low it goes. Back to Tatarin. Tatarin across to Ewert. Ewert sends it to Bear on the half wall again. Bear makes the move inside out, gets the shot off, and the save made by Robbins. And it gets by Ewert. Tatarin has to race for it. Gets first to the loose puck. Him and Ewert tag team that loose puck, and Bull is able to get it below the goal line. They'll set up here again and get a breakout as Bear gets it in, sends it in deep on the break-in. Tatarin first to the loose puck. Gets a little bit of help from Bear. Bear comes out from in front, but it just misses the stick of Elder. And IHA is able to clear it down. 38 seconds left in the power play. Power play unit staying on for the duration of the 2 minutes, it looks like. Tatarin sends it in. It's kept in there. Sent to the front of the net, but it's cleared away, but kept in by Bear. Bear takes a high hit, and he's unable to shake off the puck. And he loses the control, and it gets sent all the way down. This will do it for the power play, as IHA is now 2 for 2 on the penalty kill. They've done quite a good job here to keep the Buffalo to the perimeter. McKee skating around the net, looks to set up on the half wall. They're even strength. Coffin with the shot. Pad save made by Robbins. The puck comes to center ice where Coffin has it. Has to go cross ice to Larkins. Larkins sends it back to Coffin. Coffin looking for some open ice. No icing as it goes right on to Robbins. And we'll get a stoppage in play. Just under 4 minutes. And there's still, there we go. There was a penalty up on the board, but I still see 5-on-5 play here. It was just a 2-minute penalty. Face-off is won. Right back to Bull. Bull takes a shot on. Robbins able to deflect that to the corner. Paul skates out of the corner, gets it across, and it's a great pass and a backdoor play and a wonderful goal set up by number 27, Ashton Paul, to the defenseman who was sneaking backside, and that's Tynan Ewert using the open ice on the far post, and he beats Robbins' glove side to seal the deal. 2-2 is our score. A great look on a backdoor play. Ewert to Paul. 2-2. The Herd tie it up here in the second. Delp ties up the centerman. It gets sent in on McGinnis. McGinnis able to move it to the side. So McDonald in the first, Ewert in the second. And we're 2-2. Here comes McDonald with the shot off right into that catcher's mitt of Robbins. And he holds the puck again. 3:23 left here in the second period. A bunch of twos on the board. Who will get that third goal? We'll wait and find out here if it happens in the rest of the second or the beginning of the third. Thank you for joining us here on Amateur Sports TV and the Pilot Hockey Television Network. These two teams will go at it yet again at 7 o'clock. Oh, a blown tire by Ewert, but a defensive makeup by the forward. Well done on the back check is Pilot Mound. A delayed offside here as McDonald's able to get the loose puck. He's got some extra help. Unable to get it to Paul. He finally gets it to Bull. Bull skates it across. Gets it back to the point to Ewert. Ewert, the shot. The seeing eye shot off the blocker of Robbins. And he makes the save. Bull gets it back to Ewert. Ewert's got a brand new set of tires after that blown out on the blue line 10 seconds ago. Unable to get it across to the point. and it gets pushed wide where McDonald and Ewart will hit the boards together. Bull helps out, able to skate up with the loose puck. He has numbers getting across the red line. Goes inside out, gets it into the skates, but not as far as he gets as the IHA player is able to get it off his stick. McDonald and Coffin one-on-one. McDonald sends it in. McGinnis trying to help out his defense, able to corral that puck below his goal line. And there is Bear inside out, has the numbers to Taran. Save made by Robbins. Taran gets the loose puck. He's got Elder below. Taran goes back to the blue line, but it's intercepted there. Larkin's doing a great job keeping the blue line. Unable to get it past the circles is the Herd. They do keep it in though. And there is Taran who gets stick checked. Colby Bear keeps it in and inside out, but just loses the handle on the puck, and it gets sent all the way down. No icing will be the call as Coffin has to go down and chase it. Up to Bear. Bear goes cross ice to Brett Taran. Taran able to get it off the boards, gets a shot off, and it's easily handled by the netminder, Josh Robbins. He must love his glove hand because I think 90% of his saves have come from that side, and he's got a very equal, quick mitt, keeping the puck out. 2-2 is our score, 1:25 left in the second period. Bull takes the shot, taken off an ankle. Slow to get up is the IHA defenseman. Comes across. Back to Bull with the shot again, deflected, and it's steered wide by Falkovich. McKee's got the loose puck. It comes to Bull. Bull moves in, tries to get a shot off and does. And Robbins, with that long torso of his, is able to take up a majority of that top net and makes the save with the shoulder. Bull moving up without any help behind him. It could have been a clear-cut breakaway should that puck have jumped over his stick. Thankfully, it did not. And we have a face-off to the left of Robbins. The face-off is won by the Buffalo. Ewart moves, takes a shot, it's deflected, and it just goes wide. McKee's able to grab the loose puck. Pulls a quick turn, inside out he goes. Along the circle, it's deflected high in the air. It hits the meshing. And it'll be a face-off down low to the left of Robbins. As we get some fresh forwards here for the Buffalo. Taran taking the face-off. Face-off is won, but it's taken by IHA. Intercepted by Elder. Elder goes back to Ewart. They look for the regroup. They find the cross pass to Elder again. Elder using his size. Tries to get up to Bear, but it gets intercepted by IHA. And here comes Hebert. Hebert gets into the zone. Cleared away by Ewart in the nick of time. Taran able to get it to the blue line and none farther. Last couple efforts here for IHA, and a great save by McGinnis, who has not been busy this second period, but he was equal to the test there, keeping that puck out. 15 left on the clock. Bear just throws it down low. Elder putting the chase on him. One last chance for the Herd as they have the puck down low, trying to get a puck into the net. It gets sent to the far wall, just 3 left, and that will about do it for the second period. As we have a tied score, 2-2 is our score after 40 minutes here at Blackjack Stewart Arena. We will be right back with third period action between these two teams as they will get to know each other a little bit more before the morning's out here on Amateur Sports TV, your source for amateur sports.
At Collins Hotel, we have you and your family's comfort in mind. Relax in one of our 16 suites featuring king or queen size beds and 36-inch TVs. Suites also include a mini fridge and other kitchen appliances to make your stay as comfortable as possible. During your stay in Pilot Mound, visit Weiser's Restaurant, our attached family-friendly restaurant and bar. It is the perfect location to host group meals, dine with the family, or unwind after a hockey game. Come in and meet our friendly staff offering daily specials on food and drinks, wing night Wednesdays, buffet Fridays, and multiple TVs to watch the game. Weiser's is the place to be. Collins Hotel and Weiser's Restaurant and Bar.
at Blackjack Stewart Arena. The fog is lifted. The arena is very warm now. We realize the exhaust fans don't have to run much like they did in previous months because of that beautiful Zamboni. Early play here as Bear, Tatarin, and Elder try to keep it in the zone. They have to clear the zone for a delayed offside. IHA is able to gather the loose puck and get it into the neutral zone as Bull turns around, goes D to Ewart on this fresh ice. I will say the machine is a lot quieter, but there's a lot more water on the ice. We'll see if that plays a factor in the first minute. There's a shot and a save made by Robbins. A great first test at the beginning of the frame. We'd like to thank everybody here and joining us on all of our social media platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, whether it be on the Amateur Sports TV network or Pilot Mound Hockey TV on their YouTube channel. I know we have a lot of fans here in Manitoba, Holland, Manitoba, speaking of one, but we also have a couple joining us from Holland, aka Amsterdam, who's been very nice to send us a message saying we're glad to catch our son and our family playing for IHA number 44, Xavier Janau. I hope I said that correct. If I haven't, please send us a message again and let me know how to pronounce that one. I hate butchering names. My last name being Tutkaluk, I totally understand. But nonetheless, thanks for watching wherever you are in this fine world of ours. I hope it's just after dinner. I hope dinner was good. I haven't had breakfast yet, so I'm getting kind of hungry. But dinner must be good in Amsterdam. I loved visiting there back in the early 90s. I always had a good time. Nonetheless, we'll get back to the hockey action here at Blackjack Stewart Arena in Pilot Mound, Manitoba, where we have the visiting team to our right in the red, white, and blue jerseys. The International Hockey Academy, deflected there by Falkovich, and it's kept out of the net by the netminder, number 88, Josh Robbins. Josh doing a very good job standing tall, kneeling tall, using his large frame to take away a lot of the net. His counterpart, Jordy McGinnis, had a conversation with goalie coach and head coach during the frame intermission to discuss what he needs to improve on to make sure this game stays at a 2-2 or a better than 2-2 situation. We're having some issues with the clock yet again. I did not see a penalty called. And now we've got some extra time taken off the clock. We still have a penalty showing up. I guess there is a penalty. I did not see it being called. Nonetheless, it's a power play for the Herd, as they are still 0 for 2 on the power play. Puck comes to the close wall here, down to Falkovich. It goes Falkovich, Kalugin, and McKee are the forwards. Comes to the point, it's sent back down low. Falkovich able to keep the puck down low. It's Kalujic and McKee still kept in the zone by Bull. Over to McKee. McKee on the half wall, just can't get it past the defenseman. And it gets sent all the way down. And Jordy McGinnis able to corral the puck and get it ready there for Tynan Ewart. Just over a minute left on this power play. Bear, Tatarin skating up and getting the puck off the boards is Tatarin. Loses it on the half wall. Elder working the puck there. And it gets just past the glove of Ewart. And out to center ice it goes, where Bull and McGinnis will meet behind the net, and they will try to break out once again, get back into the IHA zone. 35 left on the power play. It gets to Bear. Bear's able to skate in, pulls inside out. Shot, trying to catch. Robbins moving away from the close post. And just misses the net wide. Tatarin working down low. 20 left on the power play. Bear gets the loose puck. How close the boards here it is. Where Coffin has it, he shoots it on net. And it's steered aside by Robbins. Rebound is there and it's deflected wide yet again. Power play set to finish here. As Coffin tries to keep it in. It's still set in the zone as the officials say so. Elder with the loose puck. Turns, tries to go back to the point and does. Coffin gets a shot off. Deflected. And it gets sent all the way down And it will be an icing call here with 16:22 left here in the third period, sorry. 2-2 is our score. We'd like to thank our game sponsors this weekend, Timo, TerraCore, and of course where the education happens, the Pilot Mound Collegiate Institute, where the boys get a great academic session daily and a visit from Coach Rick as they see him in one of the instructors there at the collegiate, keeping a close tab on the boys. Very strict rule when it comes to no academic grades, no ice time between the collegiate and the program here. A great relationship, making sure that the marks on the ice match the marks in the classroom. Saved there by McGinnis as he came out well outside the blue paint to challenge that shot. Got a face off to the left of the netminder and some fresh gas and tires for the herd. Face off is one, and it's taken down below the net. Skating up with it is Bull. He loses it, and Uric has to return behind the net and set up the breakout once again. Tynan Uric able to get it to Falkovich. Falkovich loses on the boards. Uric retrieves it again, and Uric's able to send it in. Kalujic giving chase there with Tanner Truswell. In front it comes, and a great save made by Robbins on Falkovich as he tried to sneak it 5-hole. Out comes IHA and McDonald. McDonald's 2-on-2. Shot there, deflected off the shin pads and put on the sidewall boards. Kept in momentarily, but there is Falkovich intercepting that shot pass. He skates it in along the wall, gets a shot off, and it's held there by Robbins as he holds for a whistle and makes the save. 15-13 left here in the third period. Face-off will be to the left of the netminder. The big line comes back out for the Buffalo. IHA able to grab control. Furlong and Groves. Groves gets in there. Tries to send it out front to McDonald. Unable to get to the loose puck and that pass in front of the zone. It gets sent back into the far boards. Coffin's able to grab it. Coffin loses it. Comes right on in front. A great save by McGinnis. Best save of the night. He's flopping all over the ground. Fish out of water. He's looking for the open puck. And there's a flopper of a shot from the point. Does have a couple of twists and turns, and it doesn't reach to McGinnis. Jordy McGinnis, the great save of the game so far, as a point-blank shot was taken right in the slot, and he was able to get his pad on it. Bear gets it to Tatarin. Tatarin has it deflected over the net. Isaac Carrick keeps it in. Elder goes in deep to chase it. He's able to get it for a split second, but there is Xavier grabbing the puck up to the half wall where O'Rourke grabs it and is able to send it in right on McGinnis. And McGinnis is going to cover it there and hold for a whistle. Once again, Jordy McGinnis seeing that pass come from below the goal line right in the slot, and he came out and challenged beautifully. Whatever that pep talk was in between periods certainly did work for the netminder. Face off to the left. Face off is corralled in the circles there. It's kept there by Delp. Delp gets it over to Uric. Uric up the sidewall it comes. McDonald sends it cross ice to Ashton Paul. Ashton Paul went inside out and just had a step, but lost control of the puck there for a second. It's below the goal line. Comes right on in front to Delp. Delp gets a shot off and it goes wide on Robbins. Eli Delp working the puck here on the close wall. It does come out of the zone, where McDonald sends it over to Uric. Uric looking for the pass to spread the ice. Finds a couple of skates instead. McDonald has to give chase. And there is Robertson being challenged. Comes right to McDonald. McDonald flips and plays with it. One too many twists and turns, and the shot goes wide. McKee gets a shot on right over the glove of Robbins as he gets a piece of it to go over the crossbar. Puck is sent below the goal line. There is Robertson grabbing the loose puck and able to get it up to the half wall. It's kept in by the Buffalo defense. Over to McDonald. McDonald tries to play inside out. Deflected off his own shin pads. Sent wide to Paul. Paul down low, taken on by two IHA players. Comes back to Bull. Bull gets a shot, deflected high, and it goes to the glass behind the net. And then it gets sent off the shin pad of Bull, and it'll be no icing as Ewart has to retrieve. 12:30 left in the third, waiting for reinforcements for his breakout. And as they come skating out, Ewart's carrying the puck out of the blue line to the neutral zone. Gets it over to Falkovich with some speed. Falkovich goes wide, puts the brakes on as he sends in deep. And it gets back sent into the neutral zone where Laughlin has to skate with it. Gets it up to the close boards here to Falkovich. Falkovich off the shin pads. It goes over to Arthurson. Arthurson sends it in. McKee's going to give chase. Has support here with Elder on the close boards. Elder unable to get to the loose puck. And it gets sent all the way back in by the defense Coffin as he goes for a change. IHA trying to set up as they do. Furlong looking for a lead pass and just unable to get it by Larkins and goes offside. And we'll get a whistle on the delayed call. 11:37 left here in the third period. We'd like to thank again TerraCore, Timo, and PMCI for our sponsors all weekend this weekend here for the Pilot Mound Buffalo 2-2 hockey game here still remaining in the third period. Looking for that third goal, that go-ahead goal by either team. We'll see what happens. Jordan McGinnis covers the puck here again. We'll do it just 5 seconds later, down in his own end. Face-off comes to the left. McDonald has it taken off his stick. We're on the side walls here. Elder gets thrown in deep. Baird gives chase. Robbins throws it back up to the close wall where Taran is unable to get it. Is Taran. Furlong sends it wide to McDonald. McDonald looking for that pass across. McGinnis with the great save yet again on the pad, and the glove keeping it away from the net. That line of Groves, McDonald, and Furlong has been the best threesome thus far for IHA. There is Baird up to Larkins. Larkins takes a shot. Great tip-in try by to Elder. Tarrant throws it in front, unable to find the recipient. And there is Elder throwing the body, but quickly dodging it was the assistant captain as he dumps it in, McDonald. Pilot Mound looking for the regroup and able to get it up to center ice. Bear unable to get to the loose puck. It's sent on the boards. And there is Larkins going cross ice. Coffin. Delp covering for Larkins there for a split second. Gets only to the blue line. Robertson does keep it in for a second. Gets it past Bear. Couple of moves. Gets bodied there by Coffin. Thrown out in front. And it's steered aside by the defenseman. And there goes McDonald on the wheels against Xavier. McDonald and Xavier are tied up there behind the goal line now. A couple of extra bodies helping 2-on-2 action. As we have Gregor. Gregor gets it up to the sidewall. Unable to get it by Ashton Paul. It's kept in the blue line. Now it finally gets out and Delp will grab it. Send it back to Laughlin. Laughlin gives the return pass to Delp. He gets checked by 3 IHA players. O'Rourke pulls a quick move, able to get it down low to Hebert. Hebert gets checked there by the defense. It gets put up in the air, and it will be an icing call here as it evades the defenseman for IHA. So with just over 9 minutes left here in the third period, we still have the score all knotted up at 2 apiece. Been a fairly even 40 minutes after teams exchanged 3 goals in the first. Able to tie it up in the second was Pilot Mound on a goal by Tynan Ewart on a great backdoor pass by Ashton Paul. And that's where we sit right now with 9 minutes left here in the third. Comes back to Triswell. Throws it back in deep past Paul Kalujic. And Bolt trying to work on it. There is McKee helping out. Arthurson now working down low. We're getting a delayed call here as the head official has his hand up for a delayed penalty. It looks like it'll go against International Hockey Academy. 2 minutes against Riley Mackinac. Looks like he will be the penalized player. 2 minutes here for high sticking. So that Pilot Mound power play that has not clicked yet gets another chance here in the third to see if they're able to unnotch this 2-2 tie here in the dying minutes of the third period. Mackinac 2 for high sticking at 8:34. Ewart throws it down low to Coffin. Coffin goes below the goal line, very well pinned there by the defense. Right out in front, a great save by Robbins. Right close in was Bear, just couldn't raise it above the pad. And there's another glove save, a seeing eye shot by Tynan Ewart. Clears all the pads, all the sticks, all the shin pads, all the gloves, but it doesn't evade the glove of Josh Robbins, who makes the glove save yet again. 1:37 left in the power play. Face off won by the Buffalo. Ewart controls it, gets it down to Bear. Bear's looking across, unable to get it to Bull, as Bull was moving in from the point. That backdoor pass yet again. Elder gets it back down low, goes off the stick, off the skates of the official, and now through the neutral zone. Bull has to regroup and retrieve it into his own end, and they will look to set up their breakout yet again. Just over a minute left on the power play. Bull gets it over to Tatarn. Tatarn stops up on the half wall, throws it back to Bull. They play give and go, looking for the setup. Bull right in the middle of the ice now, gets a shot off, and it's deflected by Robbins and away to the net. Bear down low, he's having a bit of an issue there. Elder gives an extra hand there, gets the puck on the sidewall, goes down low to Bear. Bear just misses Tatarn with the pass and will escape the zone, and they'll have to skate back into the neutral zone. 30 seconds left. Ewart gives it to Bear. Bear gets into the neutral zone. Through the blue line he goes. He skates in. He's wide. Goes across and it hits the side of the net as he loses control. Kept in there by Coffin. Coffin just throws it in blindly, and it gets sent through the neutral zone all the way down into the own end. 10 seconds left on the power play, as it looks like it'll go 0 for this game so far. One final rush here. 6:40 left in the third. Bear shoots it off the skate. And a partial break here for IHA. Big body there by Larkins. Able to play the body very well and take it off the loose puck. Here comes McKee. McKee grabbing some loose speed. He's got McDonald with him. They crisscross. McDonald gets the pass and the shot. Where is it? Robbins has it between the pad and the other pad and the pants, and in the blocker it is. Didn't want to move, because if you move, that puck could come ajar and sneak behind you. A great play by McDonald and McKee to set that 2-on-2 crisscross up. Face off to the left of Robbins. Face off is won. But there is the IHA. Damon Tozer is able to get it into the neutral zone. Checked there by Paul. Skating into the zone is Bull. Bull not afraid to get into the offensive zone from his defensive position. He is covered there once again by Paul. And the Herd have numbers, however. Tosser able to get it in. McGinnis, throws it across. Able to get it to the forward. Comes cross ice to Paul. Paul, very nifty inside out move. Just loses the handle there once again. Gets pushed behind the goal line. Comes right out in front. And Robbins lets it squirt across the ice to the wall. Ewart gets to the sidewall. Sneaky pass to McKee. Paul with the shot just over the crossbar as Robbins goes down into the butterfly position. Puck is on the sidewall. It stays there and it's maintained. It still stays inside the zone. McKee laying the forecheck. Gets by all the skaters and all the defenders. And there is Bull. Pulls a quick pin. Finds Elder with the lead pass to the center of the ice. And it gets sent back in by IHA. Pilot Mound looking to regroup here on the breakout. Just under 5 to go here in the third. Gets dumped in loosely by the defense. Kalujic, and stopped there by Uric. Uric sends it back to his defense. And there's Kalujic, putting extra pressure on the IHA defenders. Furlong able to get it over to Gregor. Gregor unable to get it past Falkovich. Falkovich with a 2-on-1 with McKee. And Elder, they've got a bit of a switch up on this lineup. Falkovich, Kalujic, and Elder together. And it's being held there by Robbins as we get a stoppage in play. 4:23 left in the third. Both teams competing, looking for that third and pivotal goal here to break the tie here in the third period. Most of the play has been kept in the right half of this ice surface. This third period, just unable to beat the netminder are the Pilot Mound Buffalo. Face-off is won. Coffin gets a shot off, and it's deflected there by McDonald. Tatarin able to get behind the net. Looks out for Bear, but it's deflected there by Kroon. Great job by the defenseman. Furlong tries to get over to McDonald. Gets stuck in the skates of Tatarin. Tatarin grabs it. They've got numbers. Goes wide. Tries to get it in front. Gets it back off the deflection. Tatarin looking for the pass. Gets it over to McKee. McKee, who's now playing on this big line. Shot, and it's blocked there by Tatarin as he gets right in front of that shot. And it gets sent all the way down for an icing call. A great setup there by the Buffalo, playing the triangle. And that face-off dot was their pivotal point. Just unable to get that shot on net. Tatarin blocking that with his own shin pad. Shaking it off nonetheless. They'll take the face-off draw here. He now has Paul and Bear as his winger combatants for the Herd. Goes back to the point. Shot on net, deflected aside by Robbins. Comes to the sidewall. IHA is able to get out to the neutral zone and none farther. It's intercepted. Sent back by Larkins to the IHA defense. Truswell sends it in. And that'll be an icing call. It's too far for our friend from Amsterdam, Xavier Janow. I still haven't gotten a message whether or not I'm saying that last name correctly, but hopefully they'll let me know. Maybe they're in the middle of dessert, who knows? Nonetheless, 3:14 remaining here in the third period. McKee now taking the face-off. McKee has Falkovich and McDonald. Now he gets waved out, and Falkovich will take the face-off. Wins the face-off to Uric. Uric gets a shot deflected there by Falkovich off to the netting, and the face-off will now come outside as it did not hit an IHA player. So we've seen a bit of a mix-up of the lines here, looking for some different type of chemistry is Coach Rick McConnell, looking for that goal. McDonald gathers the loose puck, gets a shot off, blocker to side by Robbins. That was labeled top corner. A great save there by the netminder. Falkovich covering up on the defense. Good job. A bit of a grouping here down below on the close wall. We do apologize. McDonald's able to get out. Unable to get a shot off though when it comes to the neutral zone. As it goes D to D. Uric sends it into Gregor. Gregor stops it there. Tauser able to get it in. And we'll have another icing call. So a face-off coming to the left of the netminder. Josh Robbins, who's played very well and has faced, I think, 34 shots by my count. Might be more. I'd like to thank Thomas McDonald for saying hello from PEI, the wonderful island, maybe where Prince Harry might find a new home, you never know. But nonetheless, thanks for watching here on the Pilot Mound Hockey TV Network and Amateur Sports TV. 2 minutes left here in the third. Uric gets it to Bear. Gets sent across. Bull has to keep it in, as he does. Another icing call here, perhaps. So we have 1:44 left in the third period. 2-2 is our score. See if we can unnotch this tie here for us. He's back to Larkins. Larkins has it intercepted. He's got to get on the horse. His Furlong has an extra set of wheels and speed. Gets a shot off, and there's the rebound. Kept aside, and there it is! The third goal scored by IHA on a rebound as that line of McDonald, Furlong, and Groves storms the net and are able to put in that rebound for the third goal. It's now 3-2 for IHA, the goal they were looking for, as McDonald is able to get that third rebound shot behind and beat the defenseman to the loose puck. And what a timely goal with 1:23 left here in the third period. It's 3-2 IHA. Face-off is John Kluzik wins the face-off. Ewart looking to press the goal into the zone. They're unable to get the puck down low. McDonald unable to keep it in. McGinnis is still in his net. 1 minute left here in the third period. Who's going to race to this loose puck? Ewart's going to get to it first. He's quickly there challenged. Deflected and able to get to the loose puck. It comes bouncing off the boards, unable to hold on to it. Time running out for the Herd as it gets sent all the way down. And we have 6 men on the ice, but the goalie did come out. McDonald looking to make the play, gets a pass across. It's deflected there. Tataryn out on the ice. Extra skater is on. No goalie in for Pilot Mound. Comes back to Coffin with the shot. Deflected. Where's the puck? And it's sent all the way out of the zone. And it will go all the way down the ice. It will not have enough for icing as Coffin has to reach for it. 22 left on the clock. Time is running out for the home team. Coffin inside out. Able to get into the zone. Uses his speed wide. And a delayed penalty will be called here with 11 seconds left. It looks like it'll be a cross-checking call against the defenseman for IHA. So we'll have 6-on-4 action here for the remainder of this game as Robertson takes the 2-minute cross-check call. So 6-on-4. See if they have enough to put it in to tie this game up before the game is out. And now they will call a timeout. So Coach Rick is going to work on a simple plan here. The simple plan is to score a goal in 11 seconds. Enough said. Because if that doesn't happen, we're going to have a 3-2 victory for IHA. It'll be a first victory here in the year 2020, but also their 5th victory of the season. And a good timely victory because they'll be moving into the playoffs as well. At the beginning of this weekend session with a head of steam. So the players for the IHA are set up. It's Groves and McDonald playing forward. Tataryn, McKee, Coffin, Ewart, McDonald, and Bear, the big heavy hitters, are coming in play. Face-off is drawn, face-off one. It gets sent all the way around the boards. Deflected out, and the face-off will stay inside here. We'll do it all again. 8.4 left on the clock. Face-off is drawn, muffled up, and it looks like it'll be the end of the time as it gets all the way down the zone. And that will about do it for this game. It's a 3-2 game for the IHA as they finish off scoring a goal. 1:23 left in the third period. A great goal and a rebound by the McDonald line as they hold on. We'll be right back. At the end of this game, we'll be right back as well. Later on tonight, 7 o'clock will be our next telecast. We'd like to thank you for joining us on Amateur Sports TV and Pilot Mound Hockey Television Network. We'll see you later this evening, 7 o'clock, Blackjack Stewart Arena for Game 2 of Saturday Night All-Star Weekend. Thanks for watching, and thanks for joining us.